Imagine pouring your soul into building an empire, only to have the very people you uplifted turn around and bite the hand that fed them. That's not just business betrayal. That's personal. Mona Scott Young, the visionary behind Love and Hip Hop, just made the boldest move in franchise history, firing Kirk and Rasheeda Frost. And not with a press release or a sugar-coated goodbye. No, this time she let the truth fly, raw and unfiltered. She said it herself. "You violated my space. You violated my privacy. I almost died." This wasn't just a minor disagreement. This was years of tension, sabotage, and disrespect bubbling. For Mona, loyalty isn't just a contract clause, it's sacred. And when that loyalty was shattered, she didn't just clean house, she lit a match, watched it burn, and walked away without blinking. Kirk and Rasheeda weren't just regular cast members. They were Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. From messy cheating scandals to rebuilding their marriage in the public eye, from parenting struggles to running businesses, they brought raw, emotional chaos. And audiences couldn't get enough. They were the train wreck you couldn't stop watching. The couple everyone rooted for, or rooted against. They brought numbers, tweets, think pieces, memes, and messy Monday discussions. For years, their storylines carried the show. But just like fame, reality TV loyalty has an expiration date. And theirs had quietly gone sour. Let's rewind a little. Before the final blow-up, things had already started going left behind the scenes. Rasheeda, once hailed as the queen of class and comeback, started pulling back. She reportedly began rejecting full storylines, claiming they didn't align with her brand. She wanted to be seen as a businesswoman, not a messy reality TV wife. She clashed with producers, stormed out of meetings, and allegedly refused to film scenes that painted her in a less than flattering light. Meanwhile, Kirk, well, he wasn't exactly showing up like a professional. Late call times, missed shoots, tension with new cast members. Word around the set was that he thought he was above it all. And let's not ignore the whispers. Sneaky. Brand deals, money made behind the network's back, and contracts quietly sidestepped. In other words, they were becoming a nightmare for the very machine that made them stars. And then, boom. It all came crashing down. A regular filming day spiraled into chaos within minutes. The scene, a simple discussion about Kirk's latest venture. But Rasheeda came in hot. Sources say she was already irritated and immediately accused producers of trying to set her up. She refused to film, said it was all fake, said they were trying to assassinate her character, and then came the shouting match. Full-blown, no-holds-barred screaming in front of cameras and crew. Security had to be called in. And that's when Kirk jumped in, not to calm things down, but to escalate. He reportedly demanded cameras be shut off and even reached out to the network to pull the entire shoot. That one scene cost production thousands, not to mention the loss of time, footage, and crew morale. It wasn't just drama, it was sabotage. Mona doesn't make rash decisions. She's been in the game too long for that. But after this mess, she wasn't playing. She held an emergency meeting with her top producers and legal team. And the decision came fast. Kirk and Rasheeda were labeled non-cooperative, disruptive, and, this is the kicker, a liability. And just like that, the green light was given. No wrap-up episode, no final confessionals, no reunion moment, just a phone call saying, "You're done." Cold? Maybe. But necessary? Absolutely. Mona didn't need a press conference. She let her Instagram do the talking. "One thing about me, I'll feed you, but I won't tolerate being bitten." No names, no tags, but everyone in the industry knew exactly who that post was about. It was elegant, it was lethal, and it was long overdue. But wait, there's more. The betrayal wasn't just disrespect on set. It ran deeper. Sources say Kirk and Rasheeda were feeding behind-the-scenes tea to bloggers, twisting facts, blaming editing for making them look bad, and worst of all, they were allegedly in talks with another network to launch their own reality show. One without Mona, one without VH1, a direct competitor built on the fame Love and Hip Hop gave them. That's not ambition, that's treason. To Mona, this wasn't just shady, it was war. The industry lit up like wildfire. Some OG cast members, Young Jock, Spice, backed Mona. They said she'd been patient too long, that she had every right to protect her brand. Others were torn. Some newer cast members whispered that Mona went too far, too fast, that Rasheeda had the right to control her image, but Mona wasn't just sending a message to Kirk and Rasheeda. She was warning the entire cast, get in line or get left behind. Social media exploded. One fan tweeted, "Mona should have done this back in season 9. Rasheeda been checked out." Another posted, "Kirk been riding on Rasheeda's storyline for years. Good riddance." And one person summed it up perfectly. Mona don't play, she let them slide, but now, game over. Of course, they didn't stay quiet. Rasheeda jumped on Instagram with a cryptic story. "Watch who you call boss. Tables always turn. No tags, no names. But come on, we knew." Then Kirk went live. And oh, did he talk. He accused producers of milking their cheating scandal for ratings, even after they begged to move on. He said they were tired of being boxed into the same toxic drama. He didn't confirm a new show, but he made it crystal clear. They were building their own empire, and they weren't looking back. But Mona wasn't about to let them rewrite the narrative. In a follow-up interview, Mona dropped the final bombshell. Yes, the show is getting a total revamp, new cast, new cities, new vibe, and yes, there might be a tell-all episode revealing exactly why Kirk and Rasheeda were cut loose. She said, and I quote, "It's time to clear the dead weight and bring in talent that's hungry, respectful, and real." The message? This isn't about being loud. It's about being loyal. It's not just about drama. It's about showing up, being professional, and remembering who built the platform you're standing on. Mona isn't chasing chaos anymore. She's chasing authentic hustle. And Kirk and Rasheeda, their time is up. Maybe they'll land on another network. Maybe they'll even find success. But one thing is certain, their chapter in love and hip-hop is closed, and that door, locked. So, did Mona go too far? Or did she finally do what needed to be done years ago? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget, when Mona Scott moves, the industry watches.